Well, good morning, folks. This is Barry's Best Honey. I'm Mike and I do bees. Welcome to my bee yard here in southeast Louisiana. Take two on the third clip. It's too early. All right, here we go. Always remember, folks, I'm not doing a how-to video. I'm doing a how I do video. Right, wrong, or indifferent, it's how I do it. It's first thing in the morning. It's about 7:30, and I've got to pull honey. So, why am I pulling this early? I pulled this early last year. Had some boxes that I knew were weakened up a little bit, needed the honey as well, and went ahead and pulled early. I like to pull, I even said this in videos last year, I really like to pull toward the middle or end of July, where robbing is actually bad, but it's just all the honey is done by then. Everything is capped, you can just yank everything. But I'm pulling early today because you saw in the last video I had some weak hives that had swarmed, and they're not super weak, but they will weaken if they don't requeen. Requeening right now is a tough thing. The dragonflies are real heavy right now in the summertime. You got a big hatch off of the spring birds out there that are sitting by the hive, swooping down, getting bees, and they'll catch that slow flying queen coming back. Requeening is tough, so if they don't requeen, they dwindle, and by then in July they've dwindled down and they might get robbed. Small hive beetles could take over. Wax moths could take over. Remember, those are opportunists. They take over weak hives. I don't like to pull quite this early, but I do know I have stuff that's fully capped out there, full boxes. Although I'd like to let it set and let the bees dry it even more because they'll vent a hive. It's time to get it off because we got a tropical system sitting off the coast. So I'm not going to be able to do it this weekend. It's going to rain all week next week. It's just a lot of reasons why we got to get it off this early in June. Last year I pulled toward the end of June for some of the same reasons, but I don't like to pull this early. What we're going for today are hives that have had overcrowding swarms, which I know of 3 out there. One of the tall hives, I'm going to go ahead and take some of that off. And just a couple others I know have full boxes, even though they got a lot of bees. I know they have full boxes, so they're not putting nectar in those anyway. So it doesn't matter, there's no room for them to put it anyway. And the flow truly will be done in the next week. There should be very little coming in. So gotta get busy because I gotta beat this rain. I wanted to do this evening and take my time, but now I'm flustered having to get this stuff done quick. Just gotta get busy, get these boxes off. That's my rationale. Be doing another remaining pull probably in about 3 or 4 weeks to get all the rest of the stuff off and the stuff at the other out yard off, and then that'll be a wrap on honey. But let's see what we can get off today and get taken care of so we don't have any wax moth damage, so we don't have any small hive beetle damage if these hives weaken up. Don't want that. Don't want to lose your crop because we didn't get it off soon enough and it's sitting there waiting for you to get off. Don't want to do that. That's not good. Bees sometimes just dictate what your life is going to do that day. That's the way it is. All right, I've got to get some stuff together. There's a rain band southeast of here. The only thing I don't have on that trailer that I really need for this morning, that I really need this morning more than anything, is muscle. I don't have any of that on that trailer. It gets harder every year. My arm is better though. It was just a severe case of tendonitis. Literally picking up the frames hurt my arm if I bent it like that. Still hurts a little bit, but that's all it was. Praise the Lord, right? God is good. He's very good to me. So I praise him for that. I thank him for that. He's the one steady in my life, guys. And I'm so glad to know him and to know his son Jesus. All right, we've got to get busy, and I'm not organized. Usually I'm very organized. I am all over the place right now, but I think I got everything. pulling from that one. That one, I know that one's got a full box. I think that one does too, so might as well yank one off of it. Probably not gonna mess with the tall stack right now. We'll see. Don't want to pull it all just yet because I'm not ready to pull it all just yet. I'm actually not ready. let me show you my method. I use fume boards these days. I'll explain the fume board for those that may not have used them or want to try them or see how they work. So fume boards, I got a couple kinds. You can make them too. Just felt board, okay? This is a Man Lake one. It's got this thing is supposed to warm it up with the sun. It don't work. It don't work. Warming it up apparently makes the vapors go down. So I got this one from Dadant. It's got a metal lid, black, that absorbs the heat, pushes it down. In the sun, this one does work well, but again, I just leave them on for a while. Honeybee gone. That's the new one I've got. It leaked out in my car, so I've got hardly any left. And Honey Bandit is what I've used for years since I started using it. Just so happened to order this one because I was ordering from Dadant and they didn't have Honey Bandit. Both of them work well. I hadn't seen a difference in either one. Here's how I do it. Put some of this on here. I put it pretty liberal. So I got my fume board loaded up. This stuff isn't like the old stuff. I don't even think they make the old stuff that smells like vomit anymore. The bees are all home, so give them some smoke today. I'm gonna give them a lot. Her dirt rooster will tell me one time he smokes them till his eyes, or no, till their eyes water. This is the one that's got the super they started filling. Remember, they swarm, so the issue would be there's no honey in these. Like there's honey in them, but not a lot. Show you. See? So we'll leave this one on for now. Should have enough bees to guard this, just one. Didn't see a lot of beetles. Take this box off. Big fume board. Now look, all this is capped, so I think this one is. Let's take a look real quick. Yeah, it's a little bit. 90% capped is what I'm looking for. I don't see any nectar coming when I shake it. Let's check this outside one. Oh yeah, there was a little nectar popped, but not a lot. But I'm still 90%. Yeah, this one's 100%. So we're gonna stick one in the center for brood. I do have brood. I don't run excluders most of the time. Had brood in it at one time, not anymore. So take that fume board, sun's shining on it right now, stick it in, we're done. Go to the next one. The next one's right here. Try a little Honey Bandit. This one's got a mist. Yeah, by the squirt bottle, this mist. Whew. I'm using this one up. Like that. And being there, maybe requeening. What we don't want, they're probably stressed. We don't want aggravated bees. I think this one's good all the way across. 9 frames, of course, with my boxes. Yep, all the way across. And let's look at the middle real quick. Should be fine. Usually if the outsides are capped, the middle is. I'm looking for brood in the middle. There we go. Ah, the honey. Take that board, stick it on. There we go. I leave them for about, I don't know, 5 minutes. Once you get 3 or 4 boards going, then you can start leapfrogging because you're waiting on the next one. I'll show you the rest of the steps in a minute. I'm gonna go put another board on this other colony. So way up there, y'all remember this one? This one had partial frame, so I've run some of the bees out. I haven't let it run its course. What I'm gonna do, and look, if there's brood, these fume boards, they don't like to leave that brood. But what I am gonna do, I'm gonna reconsolidate this box. I'm gonna take the full frames and consolidate with the bottom. I remember shaking these and they didn't shake out, so I'm actually not going to be able to take these after all that didn't shake. That shook out nectar. See? Well, there's no nectar coming. and the middles are capped. So what do we do? Well, tell you what we do. This one's no good. Remember, they swarmed, so they didn't finish. This is the one that shook out on us. See if it still shakes. Right. See, it's dried down in a week's time. So how many frames I got here that's full? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we know 5 frames. We might just end up taking both boxes because I don't know what. No, the middle frames were empty on this. That's right. So that frame can go if it has to. It's junk. So let's pull the 2 full ones out. Not super full, but no, I don't use a refractometer. A little bit of nectar coming out of that one. This one was full. Just consolidating. Yep. We'll take these bees off. We're going to refume them here in a second. That one will go. Right, these are empty. They're not empty, but they started filling these. These are what I showed you. They started filling them, but being it's a swarm colony, they don't have the bee power. So I'm going to leave it on for now. Because I don't have time to really mess with these. I don't like. That one's fine. So I got 3 frames that I'm going to pull. We'll put that in there. We'll put them to the outside. That's junk. That can go. They started working on it, but it needs to be cold anyway. Again, we'll throw some of these up to the middle. And remember, they're in the process of requeening too, so I don't want to do too much in here. That's got nectar in it. I'll throw these foundations in there for now. And I'll throw this one in here. And so based on all the other boxes we take, should be fine. So let's get this. That's our top box. Oh yeah, it's heavy. Oh goodness gracious. Not completely full, but it's heavy enough. Let's fume board it back. There. I don't want robin to start. Alright, I'm gonna fume that one a little longer. Alright, so where are we at? I've been on a few minutes while I consolidate out of the box. The bees are actually coming out of the hole here. They don't like it in there. So we'll look inside. Don't see a lot. I hear them buzzing hard. So here's what I'll do. Now, this box is heavy. This is a good full box. So we take this up. Oh, gotta watch it because now you're breaking a lot of honey. See? This is where it gets dangerous. Blow them out. Take it out, put it in the trailer, and I'm gonna put the lid back on this. So what does a fume board do? Remember, I put it on just to keep, I had to go run and get a bucket. I forgot my bucket. Look what it does. It pushes them out. I take this. Got my bucket right here. This honey will go in the uncapping tank. Won't waste it. But you gotta have a bucket with a lid when you're doing this, because, oh goodness. I'm gonna be in a hurry. Oh, sorry, bee. She's going on my capping tank as well. Oh, that's beautiful, huh? So get my bucket with a lid, try and get this stuff from dripping too much down in here. That's where I set the box down. The smell of honey is in the yard now. So we gotta get moving. Yes, I'm getting some bees, I know. Come on, girl. Alright, there you go. Let your buddies clean you off. I don't smoke that honey, not because it will contaminate it. People say that, it really won't. Smoke smell will come out later. The problem is you're getting ash flying up. Of course, it'll strain out, but come on. Alright, let these out. Going out of there. You went back in. Oh. So that all going on a capping tank. Heck, I might just go with my kitchen actually. That'd be, look at that. Oh, it's beautiful. Come on, girls. Alright. Done deal. Hey, usually it's a little quicker, but I am videoing. I honestly, video takes a lot. So just to try and explain it, normally I'd have been through these. Fume boards really are pretty quick, especially in the sun, but we have no sun. But we're gonna get busy. Let's get another one off. So with fume boards, since we got one off, we're gonna pull some more. Go ahead and go to the next one. Get it on before we pull the next one. And I am looking, see, this is why it's nice in July, because you know everything's done. You just pull it all. You don't have to do this, what I'm doing. See, I'm having to see if they're completely capped. This one's not. And y'all see me, I'm talking to y'all, I don't think you can see me. So that's what's nice about July. You don't do all this. Just yank them all off. See, I'm checking now. I'm checking. This one's good all the way through and through. We're gonna fume this one out. Yeah, so in July I wouldn't really do this. I'd look at the inside and I'd just pull them. But being this early, and this one I don't have to pull this one, but if it's full, they're not putting anything in it anyway. And I think that's the case all the way down through. I got 3 supers on this. We'll fume this one out. I'll put a little more on it just because I've been talking on video. But normally, one dose gives me two or three boxes. All right. So where'd this lid come from? This came from here. That lid goes back on here. So let's pull this one. Oh man, that's heavy. Not a lot there. Then we blow them out. Let's pull this off. I'll put it like this. Oh, buddy. Heavy. Come on. When it's all done and said, you get a half a jar of honey out of that. When I'm all done and said with all the hives, I get a full jar of honey. $7. Hey, just saying. All right, and the same thing over and over and over. So guys, you get the picture. That's fume boarding. Gonna be a busy morning. That's tall. Another new box of comb. I'm good. So I wanted to do about 10% this year. Start replacing some of this old stuff. I'm happy, happy, happy. All right, this hive right here, this colony is packed in there. They completely demolished the super for me. So there's still a little bit of a flow, enough for a strong colony like that will finish it. So this one was really, really weak. Took a super off of there and put it there, and took this super. It was slam full. This one was empty. They're demolishing it. So there's still a bit of a flow. And this one, I want to leave some space. Plus, they just filled up the brood. There's an excluder. This was a single brood, and they had it full of brood. I put her down there, and it's not capped in the brood spaces. This one, it was a brand new 10 frame, brand new comb. Wasn't all the way capped and wasn't completely full, but shoot, man, they're small. They'll be fine, and it was at least 80% capped, so I took it. But right now, I'm fuming out one, maybe two more on this one. This one's slam full. This one was full. I think that one's full. I might go ahead and pull those. I might just leave one on for now. They're strong enough to guard it. Remember, I was mainly coming out here to get the ones that weren't strong enough to guard. But I went ahead and took full boxes too, because if they're full, it's not like they're going to do much anything with it anyway. If it's completely capped and cured and ready to go, I might as well. I mean, I guess it could be drier. But so we got 15 on here now. 1 to 2 to take off. I got weather moving in. You can hear the wind. It's getting cloudy. I started to take off of this one, but you know, it really just needs to be cured some more. And look, there's plenty of bees. That one don't have a ton of bees, but it's not all the way cured. But I don't know, man. I might pull it next week. But I'm really in a jam next week. So, and then a couple weeks after, I can't pull. So I'm trying to get everything I can so that it doesn't have the possibility of being overrun with mice if they weaken up, or if they were one of those swarms I talked to you about. So we probably should have about 15, well, we got 15, maybe 18 supers to do tonight. All right, I'm gonna get back at it. I gotta finish up because this weather's moving in. I wanna get these inside, and I gotta get showered and go run some errands. I'm so busy right now. That's why I'm doing this now. My weeks are packed for the next 3 weeks. That with between the weather that's gonna be in here for a week straight, and between everything else going on, I just gotta get what I can off of the weak ones today. And why not take some of the ones off the strong ones? It's not like they're going to do anything with it anyway if it's already full. Of course, it is space and it's hot, but they'll be okay. I'll come back probably in a few days and ventilate the hives once everything settles down. But honestly, there's absolutely been no robbing whatsoever. So we still have something flowing. So that's why if I see an empty super, I might move it to a strong colony, just in case there's a little residual nectar. Well, folks, that is all she wrote for today. We did dodge the sun. It went behind the clouds. But I pulled, what I did was, the goal, I think I told you, was I had overcrowding swarms in about 3 of the major hives over there. Now, really 4, I think. 3 that couldn't guard themselves, it looked like. I mean, they may could have guarded themselves, but the populations were down quite a bit, and I didn't want to leave a bunch of honey on top of these things, and I knew that they were full. So I took all that off. The couple singles that I had that had overcrowding swarms, not a big deal. They seem to have plenty of bees. It's not really ready yet, and they're all good. So if it was a colony that really had a bunch of bees in it, I only took like 1, maybe 2 off of the big stacks that were fully capped, because heck, they're not going to put anything in there anyway. And I just took a little extra space away from them. I tried not to cram them all the way down into doubles just yet, even if a couple of the boxes were ready, because I don't want to, it's getting hot, and I'm going to end up doing that in the middle of July. I'm going to cram them in there. Had no issues with robbing whatsoever. Obviously, there's still enough flowing right now. They weren't concerned 1 ounce or iota. They're not even touching this honey. So that's not an issue. So we got off 16 supers, and there's probably as many still out there. Actually, there's about 20 more out there. But I don't know that they're all full. But a lot of them are, and we'll get those in July. I left on where the colonies could guard them, and you know, where I still left enough supers to give them some space to keep the hive ventilated. But come July, they're going to be stuck with just double deeps, but their brood production will slow down. If they still are bringing in a little bit of nectar, she's still laying pretty good. So just leave them a little space. Hopefully they'll be fine. And then in about 3 or 4 weeks, I'll pull all the rest off. The difference today was I was picking and choosing and going through and checking. And again, last year I didn't harvest in July either like I normally do, but normally in July what I do is I don't even look. I take every super off, every super. Whether it's uncapped, capped, whatever, they come off in July. It's just, they come off. If I get in there and they're all uncapped, I stick all the uncapped ones in different boxes. I take them out here and I let the bees rob them back out. And then I keep whatever's capped. So July it'll be a lot easier. It took me about 3 hours to really go through them all. Nitpick, fume, grab, swap. Another thing I did is if I saw a hive that had a lot of bees on the front and the colony was very, very strong, and I did go ahead and pull a super. If I found another super, like there was one colony that just looked like it didn't have a lot of bees to it, and I was like, well, I took the super that wasn't quite capped yet and it wasn't quite all the way filled out, you know, and I put that on top of a strong one. So I did move a couple out there just to you know, to give space to some of the stronger ones, and maybe finish out the super and cap it all up for me, because maybe the other one wasn't strong enough to do it. I don't know. Anyway, guys, hey, look, we're gonna do a separate video. I got some honey to extract. I got errands to run today, so I'm gonna get a good shower, clean up, eat some lunch. That's gonna sit for a day or so, maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow. We got rain coming for the next 3 days, so hey, why not? Perfect time to extract honey. So I appreciate everybody watching. I surely hope you enjoyed this video. Guys, if you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe. If you liked the video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, if you don't mind, of course. Hey, and don't forget to share this video with your friends, family, anybody that just enjoys watching bees. This is Barry's Best Honey. I'm Mike, and I do bees the very best I can. Y'all have a wonderful, wonderful afternoon. May Lord God bless you. See y'all later.